The new GTA Online Mansions and Michael DLC releases on Wednesday, but today on the show we have to talk about all of your opportunities that will be going away the second that DLC releases, and you don't want to miss out because the past week to almost 2 weeks here has been an extremely good time to be playing GTA Online, and there's a lot of limited time rewards, items, and some excellent vehicles that you absolutely do not want to miss out on, one of which you could see on the screen right here. We're going to be talking about this vehicle along with many others that are discounted. Many of the Black Friday, or actually all of the Black Friday discounts went away, but we still have some remaining discounts on in-game websites on some really good supercars, sports cars, etc. that maybe you thought disappeared, but they're actually still on in-game websites because they weren't bundled in with the Black Friday items. So we're going to be chatting about all the stuff you don't want to miss out on, especially as we prepare for the new Mansions DLC on Wednesday. So thank you guys so much for tuning back in, and let's get started. First things first, I just want to say, hopefully we do get some sort of leaks tomorrow on Tuesday before the DLC goes out. I know that with the Money Fronts update, there were a bunch, and I was able to report on them about 12 hours early before that DLC arrived. And then, of course, Rockstar copyright strike the video like just a few hours before the update went live. I was able to get the video reinstated, but it was 10 days later after the fact. You know, it was old news at that point. But still, hopefully we have some stuff that I can report on there. So if we do get anything important that I can show off of leaks early and stuff like that, even before the DLC is officially, you know, downloadable for you and stuff like that, I will make sure to cover it here on this channel. But also, I just want to mention the opportunity for the VIP program and either getting the black tier rewards or the gold tier, those have expired. Those all expired December the 7th. That was the deadline. Same with the login rewards for that free Ubermacht Revolter, the Santa Capra cap, basically that whole Santa Nove monogram livery for the car. You know, just the luxury designer fashion, high fashion wardrobe, Rockstar called it, with all the black Santa Capra items and clothing. All that expired yesterday, so unfortunately, if you're waiting until now, you will not be receiving it. So first we'll talk about the bonuses, of course. I mean, this one needs no reminder because we've been grinding it, or hopefully you've been grinding it like crazy over the past 2 weeks here, is the 5 times money and 5 times RP opportunity on the Super Yacht Life missions. If you're running the D-Day finale mission back to back to back, 4 minutes per mission, you're making 120 grand per job, and that is definitely the optimal way to earn cash before this new Mansions DLC releases. But also, don't forget about that FIB priority file because that reset for this week, it's also still 4 times money. So if you have completed it, then you have another opportunity to do it for this current event week, even though, you know, that's technically last week's event that got extended. So you have a second opportunity to make that 1.224 million or 1.274 million if you complete all bonus objectives. 3 times money and 3 times RP on the community combat series. The new listings missions are still paying out double money and double RP, but the opportunity to get the $2 million off the mansion as well as the $1 million cash bonus by completing all 3 of those new listings missions has expired unless you did it before yesterday, which was December the 7th. That opportunity was in the game for a week, so hopefully, you know, you were proactive with that. Hopefully you didn't wait until now in this video to do it because we've been talking about it. Double RP and double money on the shipwrecks continues for the next couple days, and same with featured series, the deadline adversary mode as well. If you want a quick guide on making money and maximizing cash with the Super Yacht Life missions and the FIB priority file of 4 times money this week, well, I have some videos. I'll have them linked down in the description below for you to check out. When it comes to our discounts, yes, the vehicles that are on discount for the rest of this weekly event here have been the vehicles we had in the previous update, but there are a bunch that aren't available anymore. Same with the property discounts because those were the official Black Friday rewards. Basically, any of the vehicles or properties that were 70% off, 50% off, and 40% off. But everything that was 30% off wasn't actually classified as a Black Friday discount. It was just a normal vehicle discount. So those continued through this week. So we still have the Bravado Banshee GTS, 30% off for 1.392 million, the Ubermacht Niobe for 1.316 million, the Benefactor LM87 for 2.04 million, the Anis ZR350 for $726,000. This actually is a 40% off discount, but I guess it's still on offer. We also have the Invitero Coquette D10. This is $906,000 on sale. The Progen Emirates, $1.9 million here. This was a 30% off vehicle. The Vicer Neo, $1.312 million on sale. Overflod Tyrant for $1.76 million. Ocelot XA21 for $1.662 million. The Progen Tyrus for $1.785 million. the Lampadati 5,000 for 1.218 million, as well as the Komoda for 1.19 million, or 900 grand with the trade price. The coil rated for 962,000. Ignore the free Ubermacht Revolter. Like I said, this opportunity expires on December the 7th. This is when I'm recording the video, but by the time you guys are seeing this Monday, it's too late to pick this car up for free. Same, even if it's still featured at Luxury Autos, it won't be $0 there anymore. The BF Club is still on sale for $768,000, as well as the Imponti Beater Dukes for 226 grand, the Ubermacht Zion Classic for $568,000, the Declassy Granger 3600 LX for 1.05 million. And then on Warstock, we have some discounts, but as you can see, you know, the Avenger is not 70% off anymore. We don't have any of those really cool aircraft like the Ryaju, the Hydra, Deluxo, all those types of vehicles. None of those are on discount anymore, but the Cara, since that is still one of the discounts here that's 30% off, you can get that for $1.242 million. The Karen Technical, not the Aqua, just the normal Karen Technical, you can get for $884,000 or 665 grand with the trade price. Nothing on Elitist Travel anymore. You can't get the Luxor or anything like that on discount, or the Swift Deluxe, but you could still get the yacht. If you still have not gotten that, I mean, you'll only have a little bit of time left to grind the super yacht missions, but you could pick up all these yachts, I believe, still for 40% off, so that is kind of nice right there. Just like the Garment Factory FIB priority file, how that reset and they just, you know, basically duplicate it, give you the same fine art file as the priority file. It's the same thing at the salvage yard, same vehicles and the same vehicle robberies behind them. You just get the chance to do them again because technically these reset every week. Rockstar didn't change them to anything new because they extended the event week, but we're still getting a second round of it because they're just programmed to reset every single Thursday. So that Ocelot Jugular, all of these are standard range cars actually, but the Ocelot Jugular is featured in the cargo ship robbery. This Dinka Jester RR you could steal as part of the Duggan robbery, and then the Gratis Stinger GT you could steal as part of the Gangbanger robbery. No, none of them are claimable, but just in case you forgot, you do have a chance to steal all them again, sell them to the docks for that extra $1 million, which is kind of nice. At the Diamond Casino and Resort, of course, your podium vehicle still continues to be the Anis S80RR. This is an amazing supercar. You have top-notch acceleration with this vehicle. The top speed is 123 miles an hour, which isn't super high top speed, but it's competitive for racing because you have some of the best handling of any vehicle in the game with this car. Honestly, the only car that's going to handle better than this is either going to be an F1 vehicle, like an open-wheel car, or the Benefactor LM87 when it comes to endurance-style racing supercars. But overall, the Anis S80RR absolutely rocks. Now, let's spin the lucky wheel, see if we can pick ourselves up another, because I already have one on my character, but, you know, I bought it, right? I didn't win it. So I would love to be able to actually win one. Looks like we're not. We're going to spin right past it. I will take 20 grand, though. Also, don't forget about the daily visitorships at the cashier, as always. At the LS Car Meet, you still have an opportunity to pick up this beautiful Anis Euros right here. In order to unlock this vehicle, you need to complete the prize ride challenge, which if you haven't gotten started on it, you probably should right now. It's placing top 2 in LS Car Meet Series races for 3 days in a row. So you have today on Monday to take advantage, Tuesday to get that second day in, and then early Wednesday morning before the DLC comes out, you should have only about like 3 hours. I guess if you're Central Time like me, I think the prize ride like day resets at 1 a.m. for me, Central Time in the US. So what is that, GMT -6, I believe. And then the DLC is going to be out at about 4 a.m. So I have a 3-hour window to take advantage of like getting these weekly cars right before the next event goes live if I'm super late. But either way, hopefully you have some progress on this. Good car though. It's a heavier tuner's vehicle. Slower acceleration, you get decent grip in the corners, a little bit of oversteer if you push it too hard. It's kind of like snap to oversteer, which is the unfortunate part about that oversteer characteristic. Really good braking performance, it's very easy to drift, and if you take it off-road, it'll suit you just fine as well. And of course, if you've been too busy with everything else going on this week and you haven't really checked out the gun van, don't forget about some of the opportunities we have right here. So let's check them out. In the weapons category, the railgun is available. This is 50% off for GTA Plus members, but this is a weapon that's worth it at full price for anyone because it's just that useful. The compact EMP launcher is 50% off as well. This is just for all players. Then we have some other gun van exclusive weapons like this battle rifle right here. The heavy rifle is featured, the precision rifle, the Widowmaker, the Up and Atomizer, another gun van exclusive. I believe the Widowmaker is as well at this point. It's a Halloween weapon, but we also have the baseball bat. Now, the Up and Atomizer is worth purchasing. The railgun is, and I believe everything here is 30% off for everyone. And then if you have GTA Plus, all these items I'm showcasing are 40% off. Again, compact EMP launcher 50% off for everyone. Railgun 50% off for GTA Plus. Here at Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport car dealership and in-game vendor, we've had the same vehicles here as the previous event week, but the difference this time around is some of them aren't actually on discount anymore because they were technically some of the Black Friday vehicle items. And since the Black Friday rewards and discounts aren't active anymore, they haven't been for this whole entire week, since Thursday, right? Since the event week was extended. These aren't on discount, so the prices have changed. Like, for example, this Dubachi Champion. This vehicle was actually one of those cars that was on sale here. It was 40% off. Now it's no longer on discount, but it's still a very, very good car that you want to pick up. Raw performance, kind of average for a supercar, at least, but the good thing is you get amazing Amani tech upgrades. You get the remote control unit, the missile lock-on jammer protection, bullet-resistant windows. It's definitely a great and one of the best armored civilian vehicles in GTA. If you want to buy it, $2,874,780. Obviously, the only thing different about this vendor and this vehicle is the price for this week. Next up, that Benefactor LM87, which is a great touring car here, just great endurance vehicle. It is still 30% off if you want to buy it, so that's nice, but this is a top tier rear wheel drive supercar, $2,102,000 purchase price. Amazing cornering, amazing grip, some of the best handling in the game, perfect for any technical circuit. I would say on PC it's even better because you get that speed glitch. If you know, it's kind of crazy. Next up, the Pegasi Tesseract. This car, I always compare it to a Hot Wheels vehicle. It just looks like it in my opinion. High top speed for an electric car, but some of the worst acceleration for an electric vehicle, so that's kind of pointless, and also just has terrible handling when you're going fast. It's very slippery, so it's like I don't ever want to drive this thing. $2,849,000 purchase price if you want to pick it up. Next up, the Pegasi Ignis. This was also 40% off, I believe, during the Black Friday event. No longer on discount, but still, nonetheless, the vehicle's great. You get amazing speed. It's all-wheel drive, so you get excellent traction. Feels very grounded. Does lack a little bit of downforce, but still, I would say it's a top 10 supercar in the game. Definitely pick it up. And $2,806,000 purchase price if you don't already own one. Then we have the Progen Emrys. This is one of the fastest fastest last-gen vehicles and fastest supercars in the game. Razor sharp cornering capability, super fast and super good acceleration, I would say. Like, you get up to speed so quick. And on last-gen platforms, I mean, this is definitely the best overall race pick. If you do want to buy this car, it is going to run you $1,986,000. Let's go through some of the LS Car Meet test drive vehicles real quick here, just because we have a ton of other stuff to get through. But this right here is the Karen 190Z. Great beginner vehicle performance-wise, but not cost-wise. It's got very accessible driving characteristics, really good handling, easy to take turns with, maintain power slides. Acceleration and top speed of 110 miles an hour aren't top tier, but still got good suspension, good rear-wheel drive grip, good stability, just smooth across the board, and it's only going to run you $900K, which isn't super beginner-friendly at a price point, but it is just in general, like if you want to drive this thing, very easy to drive. The Michelli GT is just going to give you kind of average performance, honestly, in the sports classics category. You get exceptional grip, but it's going to really lack in the top speed department in a straight line. It's compact, but it also has a bouncy suspension, and it has a high center of gravity, so you're going to flip if you take a corner too hard and you like jump a curb or something like that. So just be careful. It's a weird trait with the car. 1.225 million though. Then we have the Ocelot Lynx. I love this sports car a lot. Got great torque and acceleration. Top speed is honestly just mid. Overall, players would probably say this car, racing or just for money grinding, is kind of mid, but I like it. It's got a little bit of a tendency to understeer in the sports class. It's not top of its tier at all in terms of just performance, like I said, and at a price tag of 1.735 million, you can get better value for cheaper vehicles. But I still love the way it looks, and it's fun to drive, and I feel like that's all that really matters. You're not going to win any races with it, though. We are going to be wrapping everything up right here, though, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to drop a like on this video if you guys did go on to enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and you want to see more GTA Online content just like this, of course, with the new Mansions DLC. We are going to be covering everything that expansion and update has to the game and has to offer for GTA. Also consider checking me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, specifically twitch.tv/HazardousHDTV for more GTA Online money grinding live streams. The streams are going to be going crazy this week. And yeah, I'll see you guys with a brand new GTA Online video tomorrow. Adios, amigos.